Hello everyone, welcome back to the Fantasy Visionary AJ. I'm sorry for putting out this video so late, but I'm gonna get to it. My SITREP report. So I would rather start Odunze over Michael Pittman. The reason I'd rather start Odunze over Michael Pittman is because Odunze and the Bears, they're going against the Giants secondary, which is 27th in the league against the pass. And then you got Odunze fodder calling out the Bears, meaning that I think he's gonna get more targets. I think he's gonna have a big game against the Giants. Then you got Michael Pittman, who's going against AJ Terrell, who's an underrated corner. I see Michael Pittman having his worst game of the season. I would start Odunze over Michael Pittman. So the second matchup, I would rather start Nico Collins over Drake London. I would rather start Nico Collins because here you got David Mills. Yes, he's the backup in Houston, but he's a confident backup. And last week, Nico Collins got 11 targets against that tough Denver Broncos defense. Now they're going against Jacksonville, and Jacksonville is ranked 22nd against the pass. I would rather start Nico Collins because they got to have somebody to throw the ball to when they play the Jaguars. And then you look at Drake London, he's going against the Colts. The Colts is known for having a good defense. Now they got Sauce Gardner. Sauce Gardner is going to be shattering Drake London. I feel like Drake London is going to have a horrible game against the Colts. I'd rather start Nico Collins. Going into my third matchup, I'd rather start Jaxson Dart over Daniel Jones. Jaxson Dart is going against one of the worst defenses in Chicago. A defense that allowed Joe Flacco to have his career high 472 yards. I would rather start Dart against the Bears. And then for Daniel Jones going against the Falcons, again, the Falcons, they do have a good defense. They have a good passing defense. I would rather start Dart. I actually think that Dart could possibly finish as the #1 fantasy quarterback this week. Our fourth matchup is Rico Dowdell versus Josh Jacobs. I would rather start Rico Dowdell going against the Saints. I feel like the Saints are going to commit a lot of turnovers. I feel like they'll give Rico Dowdell numerous opportunities to score within the goal line. And when you look at Josh Jacobs, he's going against that stout Eagles defense. Now you got to deal with Jalen Carter. Again, who is the #1 receiver in Green Bay? I would rather start Rico Dowdell. And then my final matchup is I would rather start Sam LaPorta going against the Commanders versus George Kittle going against the Rams. The Commanders are one of the worst teams defending the tight end. LaPorta has scored 3 touchdowns over the last 4 games. I think he keeps it going against the Commanders. As for George Kittle going against the Rams have a good defense too. They're underrated. I feel like George Kittle is going to have a bad day against the Rams, and I feel like LaPorta has a chance to finish as the #1 tight end for week 10. I appreciate you guys for watching my video. If you have any questions, let me know. But that's my start sit for this week. Like always, salute, peace.